So Ubisoft has a lot of upcoming games lined up this year from 2021 to 2022. And we're going to be starting off with the first one, which is the Skull and Bones. Now, Skull and Bones is an open world pirate adventure game, which also has a multiplayer PvP mode available, pretty much like an MMORPG game, but otherwise it's a pirate game where you build your ship, upgrade it, and do all the exploration stuff. Now, Ubisoft has already confirmed that Skull and Bones is going to be releasing this year in the month of March. Now, we don't really have any exact date yet. Now, we are only 1 month away from the official release of this game, and we don't really have any news about it, nor do we have any trailers or new gameplays being shown off, but only time can tell because we still have a month left, and maybe Ubisoft is ready to finally surprise us with a brand new Skull and Bone reboots reveal. And now moving on to the next game, which is Prince of Persia: Sands of Time Remake. Now, this game has a lot of controversy revolving around it, especially how Ubisoft represented this game in terms of graphics and visual representation. It seems like not a lot of people are really excited. Now, Ubisoft, of course, has already marked a release date for this game, which is going to be on March 18th, 2021. And we're only just a month away from the official release date of this game. And I really hope that the game looks way better than what was already shown in the reveal trailer so far. Now, up next, we have one of the most anticipated games from Ubisoft, which is none other than Far Cry 6. Now, Far Cry 6 was originally supposed to be releasing in February of 2021, but unfortunately Ubisoft had to push this game forward and it is pretty much delayed. Now, we don't really have an exact release date of when Far Cry 6 is going to be releasing, but of course, not to worry, Ubisoft has made it clear that Far Cry 6 will be releasing sometime in the year 2021, but we don't really have an exact month or date of when this is going to happen. But so far from the CG trailers and some of the gameplay screenshots, it looks like Far Cry 6 is going to be another visually pleasing game once again. And the next game is, of course, one of my most favorites from Ubisoft, which is the Riders Republic. Now, Riders Republic is a massive multiplayer racing game which seems to be very unique in its own state, where the game consists of a lot of different types of races. And the fun thing is that all of these different types of racers are going to be racing against each other in the same lobby. So it's going to be a very fun game to see how this is going to turn out, and I'm super excited for this game. Now, Riders Republic is going to be releasing on February 25th, 2021. Now, moving on to the next game, which is Rollers Champion, which is a free-to-play game from Ubisoft. And if I'm being honest, I actually did get to play this alpha version as well as the beta version of this game. And I've got to say, though, I absolutely loved this game. It's very similar to games like Rocket League, where you basically have to carry a ball and try to hit the goals as you keep spinning around the stadium. Now, in a very few regions, the game is currently available in a beta version, and it is, of course, a free-to-play game, so you don't really have anything to lose here. So make sure you guys go check this out. And now moving on to the next game, which is my personal favorite and one of my most anticipated games from Ubisoft. Now, this one is Avatar 2: The Game. Now, I believe that not a lot of you guys actually know that Ubisoft has already made Avatar 1: The Game. Now, if you are one of those, then don't worry, I'm just going to explain to you what this game is. It is a single player as well as multiplayer open world RPG game, which was released back in 2009. Now, the game actually had multiple player choices, and what I really loved about this game is that the choices that you make as players will actually impact the story in a very massive scale. And now, speaking about the release date of this game, now Ubisoft has already confirmed that Avatar 2: The Game is almost ready to be released, and it was supposed to be releasing this year in December of 2021, but unfortunately, due to the pandemic issues, Avatar 2: The Movie actually got delayed to 2022, which is the reason why they also had to delay the game. And that's because James Cameron's Avatar 2: The Movie is going to be massive when it comes out in theaters, and releasing the game at the same time as the movie, or even after the release of the movie, would make a lot of sense, because there's going to be a lot of hype generated for this movie, and that's going to attract a lot of sales for the game eventually. Now, it is officially confirmed that Avatar 2: The Movie is going to be releasing on December 16th, 2022, and I'm guessing that the game is probably going to be releasing somewhere around the very same time, or probably the next week after the movie's release. And now moving on to the next game, which I'm actually very excited about, and I know I'm actually saying this for all the games that is in the list so far. Now, the next game is none other than the Star Wars open world game, which is being made by Ubisoft, as Lucasfilm Games have recently made an announcement that they have recently collaborated with Ubisoft in order to make an open world Star Wars game, which I believe EA Games repeatedly failed in order to do something like that, and I think fans are super excited for this one. Now, we don't really have an exact release date of when this is going to be coming, confirming, but rumors states that the next Star Wars open world game from Ubisoft could be releasing next year in 2022 or even early 2023. This is pure speculation, of course. We don't have any official release dates, but I thought it would be really cool to add this game into the list because a lot of people are really excited for the next Star Wars game from Ubisoft. And now moving on to the next game, Rainbow Six Quarantine. Now Ubisoft has been completely neglecting on this game because they previously said that the game was supposed to be releasing somewhere at the end of 2019, and then we all know that that did not end up happening, and then they said it's going to be releasing in 2020, and we also know that that also got delayed once again. And now Ubisoft once again says that Rainbow Six Quarantine will be releasing in the year 2021, but we don't really know if that's going to happen for sure as well. But as of now, we don't really have any release date for Rainbow Six Quarantine. It seems like this project has been almost completely been forgotten, or they're probably neglecting it for some reason we don't really know yet. But of course, there's a very large chance that this game could be coming out this year in 2021. And now let's move on to the final game, which I believe a lot of virtual reality fans are going to be very excited, which is of course a Far Cry 3 VR game. That's right, Ubisoft is currently developing a Far Cry 3 VR enabled game where you can now play the entire game on a VR headset. Now of course, Ubisoft has confirmed that the game is going to be releasing somewhere around 2021, but we don't really have an exact month or release date yet. But I'm pretty sure that they're going to be releasing this game as a promotional title for Far Cry 6 before the game comes out. So we can expect Far Cry 3's virtual reality version to be releasing somewhere during the holidays of 2021. Now, ladies and gents, these are all the upcoming games that Ubisoft has planned for us this year, as well as the coming year 2022. So let me know in the comments down below, which of these games are you guys very much excited for? And also, if you guys think that I missed out on some games, then please do let me know in the comments down below, so I can add all the missed out games on the pinned comment section down below. And if you guys did go on and enjoy this video and want to support me as a content creator, then please make sure to go ahead and drop a like. I basically cover all the open world games on this channel, so if that is something you guys like, then make sure to go ahead, smack that red subscribe button and turn on that little bell notification on so you don't miss out on my daily uploads. With that being said, I hope you guys have a blast of a day, and I'll see you guys on tomorrow's video. Until then, take it easy, fams, and goodbye.